Let's see if it's working, if it's working, if it's working. It should be working. Oh no, oh no, there goes my video display. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It should say go live, connecting. Is everyone, what's going down? Should be, what's up, what's up, where am I? Okay, let's see here. What's up? Somebody's already on YouTube. What's up, dude? I see some hearts already, dude. Dang, dude. What's up? Where are you guys at, bro? Let me just bring this up a little bit bigger. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's a Trippy Tuesday, bro. It's a Trippy Tuesday. I want to shrink this, though, bro, because I don't want it to be that big. Hello. What's up, Andrea? What's up, Andrea? What's up? What's up? I'm so happy that you're here. I need to zoom it back, bro. I need to zoom it back. Let's shrink it down. We could just do it like that. Boom, just like this. That works right here. Thank you for coming up in here, dude. Let me get them heart. Let me get that heart, bro. Where's the heart? There's the heart. Okay, let me just check and make sure. Okay. It should say we should be able to connect a video source. Let's says everything's connected. Everything's going. I don't even know if we're everywhere. I see Andrea. She's up over here on. We're up over here on freaking YouTube. What's up? Where's Twitch going, bro? Let me just see. The Facebook one ain't really working. Let me just disconnect the Facebook stream real fast. Let me re-turn it on. Let me just refresh this up right here. Okay, we can. It says go live. We're live now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me just see. Let me see this. Let me come check. Let me come check and make sure that freaking Kick is working. What's up? What's up, Kick? We're in here, dude. Let me just grab this link, bro. Let me just grab this link, bro. For everybody who is up in here, bro, I am trying to build my Kick following. My homie Kevin is a human. He actually is a co-founder too. A co-founder for Web and for Buyer. We use Web almost every single day over here, bro. What's up, Maybelline? We use Web like every single day up over here, bro. So I'm just going to drop the Kick link up over in all the chats, bro. If y'all could just use the Kick link, bro. Use the Kick link, bro. Go check out the Kick. If you come up over to Kick, bro, can you please, can you just give me like a green, a yellow, and a red heart, bro? A green, a yellow, and a red heart up over in the Kick chat. You should be able to see them up on screen. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly. Oh, yep, we dropped the chat. We dropped the links. They should be working. What's up, dude? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, just get everything going and rolling, bro. Going and rolling. What's up? Here we are. All right. Let me just take a little drink real fast. Gotta move this camera just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't want to sit right where I'm trying to sit right there. It's just right there. All right. I'm not sure. Let's see. What's up, Monica Bailey? Can everybody please, if you are in the Kick, can you just go over to Kick, hit the follow, drop something up inside of the chat just so I can make sure that the chat's working. We're going to get right up into this. An echo. We have an echo. Oh, you're just saying that I'm repeating myself because you were already up in here when I said it before. Hell yeah. All right. How are y'all doing today? What's going down on what's up, Team Human? Shit's been crazy over here, bro. Do you know? Did you know that the Tyler Robinson case is going on right now, bro? Shit's crazy. We're about to look at some clips after we talk about some stuff. We have an opening statement if you're new here to the stream. Oh, I see. If you're new here to the stream, I like to open every single stream with something that you can take with your soul. Then we never know where we're going to end up, especially being honest, my guy, on a trippy Tuesday. We never know where this stream's going to end up. I think we're going to end up with some mind unveiled today. Okay, let's go. Let me see here. Let me just check and see if the chat's working. Monica Bailey, we got some green chats over there. We ain't got nobody chatting nowhere else. Dang, bro. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, there we go. Brit's in the chat. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Let me get the hearts. Let me get the hearts. Come on, get my hearts. All right. Well, it looks like we're ready to roll, bro. Looks like we're ready to roll. If you're on YouTube, don't be shy. Make sure. Oh, yes. We can do some mindful breath work at the end. Melissa, one of my homies, actually, she messaged me about, she was on a live stream on Sunday and someone was talking about breath work. And someone mentioned that Wim Hof, like the pioneer of cold exposure and breath work, that he was in the files. So we're going to check web, Melissa, just to let you know. I did already check. You're going to have to wait for the answer. You guys like my little flower gauges, huh? Little flowers. Oh, what's up, everybody? Brittany, I'm so proud of you. You should make cakes, bro. You're going to be a badass baker. A badass little cake breaker, bro. What's up, everybody? Yeah, Facebook's not up to par today. Oh, what's up, Facebook? I see 3 people up in here on Facebook. What's up, dude? Don't be shy. Don't be shy, dude. All right. We got some people up in here. We got Eternity in here. Like I said, if y'all could do me a favor, bro. I'm trying to grow my kick. My friend Kevin is a human. He was like, dude, you need to start streaming on Kick. I was already streaming on Facebook, already streaming on YouTube, already streaming on Twitch. And so I started a Kick. I got like 16 followers or something, dude. And I'm live on Kick. I pinned the link to the top of all the chats except for Facebook. I'm not sure if I can pin this one. Can I pin this one? Oh, I can pin the one on YouTube. Hell yeah. Pinned. So if y'all could please just head over to Kick. I'm trying to build the community over there. From basically my understanding is Kick is, out of all the platforms that I'm streaming on, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, and now Kick with the new Kick, Kick actually takes care of the content creators the most, bro. And I need someone who's going to look after me because I come up in here on these platforms every single weekday. For 2 to 3 hours every day, I'm out here grinding because we out here grinding. You know what I'm saying? If you vibrate, please stick around. You know, I just love you, bro. I just love you so much. Thank you for being here. You really appreciate it. Dead ass. You are the guys. You guys are the ones that bring me back every single day. You guys are the ones why I just love live streaming and coming up on here and talking about things that I like to talk about, topics I like to talk about, and I like to have people here with me when I'm talking about it because I don't know everything, bro. I'm telling you right. And everything I believe isn't the truth. I would like to think it's the truth, but I'm open-minded and willing to come to the realization that I might be wrong about things and then just change how I feel and think. That's what this whole thing is, right? It's a journey, bro. It's a journey, and we can evolve and change. So if you're new here, I just want to let you know this is basically how we go. I bring everybody in. What's up? Good morning, good rising. It is the 7th of July. What's good? You know what I'm saying? And wait for people to trickle on up in here. And then I like to have like a little opening message that I call like a little mindful message that you can, something no matter what, if you only catch the beginning of the stream, you can always take something with you, and with it, like it heals and helps the soul. Or at least plants a seed. I don't know if it's going to heal you right now, like you are healed, but you know what I'm saying? But it's going to plant seeds, make you think, And then we never really know where we're going to go after all this, homie. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk, his case is happening here in Utah where I'm at. So we got some stuff to talk about that. I'm going to look up some stuff. I looked up some pretty trippy stuff up inside of Web. And then we're probably going to end with a Mind Unveiled documentary at the end, because one thing I like to do is I like to learn. I try to read actual literature and books as much as I can find time for. I like to learn things. I like to expand my consciousness. So at the end of every stream, I like to just like sit and learn about stuff I like to learn about. And I like to have you here with me while I learn about it, bro. So that's pretty much how the streams go every single day. You come on in, we'll say what's up, chat for a minute. I try to give you something you can take with your soul, something that heals the soul and the spirit and uplifts the self-love, the confidence, the open-mindedness, expand our understanding of each other and of this reality that we choose to live in. And then we look at some clips all over X and try and figure out this internet world, this digital world that a lot of people seem to be living in more than they are living into their own real lives. And so there's lots of different stuff on there. I like to look and talk and to dissect the things I'm seeing. We then jump onto this platform called Web. Web is what Web is. And if you haven't been here for what Web is, we'll talk about Web when we get to Web. And then we're going to end with like us watching a little documentary together. One of these content creators I'm obsessed with, his name's Mind Unveiled. I hope to see you there. Where's everybody at? I see we got 5 people up on Facebook. We got 6 people up on YouTube. What's up? What's up? What's up? We've got a bunch of people up over here on freaking on Kick, bro. I'm fucking so happy, bro. Thank you guys so much, bro. Kick, it's coming, bro. It's coming along, bro. It's coming right along, bro. But are you guys ready for today's little mindful message? Just know that if you miss these mindful messages, I do post them and clip them a little bit and put them on my social media platforms for everybody who didn't make it to the stream today. At least I can give you something that I think will maybe expand your mind and help your heart. So if you see those on those later on these social media platforms, don't be too scared to just hit those buttons. Scotty, I actually think, crazy enough, I went to go see my wife for her lunch on her lunch break because she has a job inside of the Matrix. And we were watching the live stream of the freaking court hearing for Tyler Robinson, and we actually seen a Scotty Wheel up in there saying some shit. But what's up, everybody? How's everybody feeling today? It's Trippy Tuesday. I gotta scoot my chair over just a little bit more just so I can catch the Facebook vibes just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you a real honest question, bro. Cheers. But do you actually feel a shift since CERN officially shut down? Yeah, CERN, the Large Hadron Particle Collider that since June 29th has been shut down for what they say a routine upgrade shutdown. But people online seem to be asking relatively the same question. Does time feel slower? Why am I sleeping better? Why does it feel like the frequency is like back to normal? And if you felt like you're dreaming again, or even dreaming more vivid, you're more energized, you're more focused, you have like better clarity, or even that just something feels different, but in a good way, you can comment, I feel it. So you can see in real time that many of us are picking up on the same exact shift. Now, here's the grounded piece. Like I said, on June 29th, 2026, CERN switched off the Large Hadron Collider and began Long Shutdown 3, which is a multi-year upgrade to turn it into a high luminosity LHC by around 2030. That caught me about a boo-boo. They're dismantling about 1.2 kilograms of magnets and hardware. Hello, Heidi. What's up, Heidi Hess? I'm glad to see you here. Appreciate you so much. Let me get the hand heart. Come on, bro. Where's the hand heart? There it is. Okay, so on June 29th, they shut down CERN. They're dismantling about 1.2 kilometers of magnets and hardware. The goal is to make it like 10 times more luminous, meaning way more particle collisions, way more precise data on things like the Higgs field and physics beyond the standard model. This is the third long planned shutdown. Similar pauses happened in 2013 and 2018. But the physicists are clear. What the Large Hadron Particle Collider does, it's a high energy particle propulsion system that causes these particles to collide. It happens consistently in nature, and it does not control time, timelines, or human consciousness. Now that's, like I said, what the physicists are saying. So if the physicists are saying that it doesn't control timelines or human consciousness, then why does everyone say differently? Why is everyone saying I feel different? So this is actually where the myth and the physics start dancing. For years, people have tied CERN to the Mandela effect, the strange phenomenon where a huge group of people remember details wrong all the same way, like movie lines or brand logos or even historical events. The story goes like this. I'll DM you, Heidi. Okay? I will DM you. I'll send you a message on Facebook. So the story goes like this. The Large Hadron Collider smashes particles so hard that it disturbs the fabric of space-time. Reality ripples, timelines fold, parallel universes brush up against ours. Our memories glitch because we've slid into nearby versions of reality. Scientists says that there is no evidence to even back that. But quantum theory does give us some language for why it feels so weird. At the smallest scales, particles behave like waves of probability until they're measured. The act of observation collapses them into one specific outcome. You probably have heard of this. This is called the observer effect. It comes from the double slit experiment. Now, quantum theory also says time itself is not absolute. It passes differently depending on the speed and gravity. Even Earth's core is younger than its surface. So the translation for your soul is reality is not as fixed or as simple as we were all taught. Our perception, or what we focus on, what we believe, what we collectively expect, really does change the way that reality shows up for us. So when millions of people quietly hold the myth, like, is CERN really messing with our timelines? Then it suddenly goes quiet until 2030, and now we all collectively like get a long exhale. Everything is like slowing our inner time. A sense that the simulation isn't glitching as hard. Time may not be changing, bro, but we are. And you're not alone in that. You can feel like you're dreaming, but in a clearer way. You feel better, more energized, more focused, like your mind finally has space to see and speak and talk and breathe. That's exactly why people have been posting, do you feel differently since CERN shut down? Days feel longer, sleep is better, that ringing in my ear is quieter, my intuition feels less jammed. But from quantum physics and that language they use, perspective says that we could say your inner field has been denoised. The interference patterns of your thoughts and your anxieties has calmed. So your consciousness can actually resolve into one, like a way better, more coherent state. Is that literally because CERN got shut off? Of course, the physicists are going to say no. But here's the spiritual truth, bro. Energetically, humans are entangled. Not in like strict physics sense of particles sharing wave functions, but in the metaphorical sense that nervous systems and psyches are resonating across the entire globe. When a big symbol like CERN powers down and millions of people notice it, talk about it, send memes about it, fear about it, celebrate it, the whole entire collective field responds. We don't just live in a universe full of particles. We live in a universe full of meaning, and meaning has frequency. So the real question isn't, did CERN change reality? The real question is, are you finally ready to live like reality is more than just a grind? Because here's what this moment is showing us right now, me and you, all of us together. People are sensitive to shifts in time and energy. Everybody seems to be feeling it. People are questioning the nature of reality, not just their to-do list anymore. People are starting to trust the inner experience enough to say something feels different, even when science is saying the machine turning off isn't going to do that. If you feel this in your bones, that time, energy, and your own consciousness are behaving differently, you can just comment the words, "I'm riding this wave." So you have proof that you didn't just scroll past this shift. You felt it with us together, entangled, and you named it. Cheers. So here's how I'd like to put it, straight to your soul. CERN is not like a magical timeline button, but it is a symbol of how deep into the fabric of reality that we as collective, as a human species, have started to look. And maybe the collider shutting down right now is less about physics changing and more about you changing. Maybe your nervous system finally has a break from years of nonstop crisis chemistry. Maybe your soul finally has enough distance from the noise. Maybe to feel the underlying field of peace that was always maybe you are just feeling the underlying field of peace that was always there. Quantum physics tells us that the universe at its core is not like solid little bricks, but vibrating fields of possibility that become specific when conditions start to line up. Spirituality tells us that your life is not random, bro. But it's a living conversation between your consciousness and whatever intelligence breathed into your being. And when you put them together, bro, you get this. When your perception shifts, bro, your reality feels different. When the collective perception shifts, the whole world feels different. Whether that's because a machine powered down or because millions of souls are waking up and recalibrating their frequency, the effect in your chest is still the same. You are more awake today than you were a year ago. You are more sensitive to energy than you used to be. You are more willing to say, something isn't the same. And I'm going to pay attention to that. That matters, bro. More than you could ever even know. So instead of arguing about whether CERN changed our timelines, use this moment for what it actually offered you, bro. A change to notice how your inner time feels, how your dreams feel, how clarity feels, how energy feels, how to live like those sensations are sacred data, not glitches to ignore. Because whatever is happening in Switzerland, where CERN is at, the most important collider is still the one between your awareness and the universe, bro. And right now, that collision is producing something rare. You, awake, in a body, on a planet, ready to treat your frequency like it finally matters. And if you're still here, I just want you to know I love you. Let's go, Team Human. Changing the world one conversation at a time. Give me the hearts. They won't give me the hearts. It won't give me the hearts. What's up, Team Human? We're in the house. What's up, dude? Dang, we got some people everywhere, bro. We got 6 people up over here on Facebook. What's up, Facebook? What's up, dude? What's up, motherfucker? What's up, motherfucker? What's up? Who's over here? How many people we got over here on freaking Kick? We got some people on Kick, bro. We Got some people on Kick. I'm so happy, bro. Makes me happy. I'm trying to just do new things, bro. Expand my horizons. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Linda? What's up, Heidi Hess? How's it going, cousin? What's buzzing, cousin? We got 19 followers on Kick. Okay, if you haven't seen, Kick is where I currently am trying to direct traffic to. I'm sorry, you guys. It's another freaking app, another link, another platform. Jeez Louise. But I'm telling you, you're going to like Kick. You guys are seeing Kick's freaking, right there. You guys are seeing Kick's freaking chats. Facebook, unfortunately, I don't even have the ability to put your chats on screen. I wish I did. The only way you can do that, I can do that for you, is if you come to either YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. I just dropped the link inside of Facebook again for Kick. I need the revenue, if I'm being honest with you, from Facebook, but I'm trying to build my Kick. So if you could at least hit the Kick link, go to Kick, hit the follow button, maybe come over and check out the stream on Kick. I think it's better when you don't have to watch it like this. Yeah, that's my freaking wallpaper is a freaking trippy ass cat, but you don't have to watch the stream like this. You can watch it turned sideways like this. What's up, Ashley Gibson? What's up, dude? Let me get the heart hands. Oh, what's up? It worked, bro. What's up? It worked. You guys got cool ass freaking wallpapers or what? You guys got cool ass freaking wallpapers or what? Do you guys want to see what we're working with over here? Oh, a little glimpse of what we're going to look at on web before we're going to look at these clips on X first, but I'm going to give you a little glimpse. First things first. Oh yeah. Building 7, 9/11. Oh shit. Whoa. Ooh, I need a grown up. Just kidding. I hope to see you there. I hope you're still here. All right. We got some shit to go get down to, bro. We got some shit that's going down, bro. We got some shit that's going down over here. Yo, Cynthia, what's up? Cynthia, I just dropped. I'm so sorry about another app. I hate doing this to my followers, but this is like the last time. Up in the stream, it's pinned to the top of the chat, actually. It should be. Is my Kick. I'm trying to bring everybody up over to Kick. Trying to bring everybody over to Kick. At least hit the follow button, say something in the chat. I think it's better. You don't have to. You could stay wherever you want. I love you just for being here. I promise. You make my heart go round. You make my brown baby round, round like a record, baby, round, 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 round. You make my, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? All right, let's get into this shit. Oh, speaking of freaking CERN and the particle collider, wow, found this out there in the fucking wild, huh? Thought the fucking cornucopia, dude, wasn't part of fucking. Thought that was a Mandela effect. All of a sudden, CERN gets shut down, and we're catching these freaking Pokemon out in the wild. You know what I mean? You like Pokemon? I like Pokemon. I remember back when I was in 6th grade, bro. Freaking when Pokemon cards even first came out, bro. Yeah, bro. I've been around that long, dude. Come on, bro. You don't even freaking know, dude. I freaking, dude, the Game Boy Color, dude, with Pokemon Gold, bro. Shit. Pogs, homie, with the slammers. I know about that shit, dude. I know about that shit, bro. Slammers. Kick it, Ashley Gibson. Kick is another streaming platform. Basically, you see how your screen on Facebook is up and down like this. It allows you to turn your phone sideways. I think that my personal opinion, I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to get you over to the Kick, but my personal opinion is that the sideways version is better. Plus, Kick has the ability to, like, if you miss a stream, you can always go and watch like the last streams. It keeps them like kind of like YouTube. I'm also on YouTube as well and on Twitch. But yeah. Sheet. I just wanted to pull that up. That was the first thing that came after. I was like doing. I'm doing a mindful message about CERN today and Mandela effects, bro. So let's just. Becky, what's up, dude? I sent you a DM, Becky. I sent you a DM. Please answer the DM. It's about your package being shipped back, bro. I sent you a DM on Discord. All right, dude, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I know I'm just human like you, bro. The bread and circus that I fucking get stuck in is basketball, bro. And Julian Dory, friend of the show. If you don't know who Julian Dory is, I encourage you to go check out who Julian Dory is. Julian Dory's been deep diving straight up into the Epstein, lots of stuff almost every other day about stuff like that. He's a goat, bro. I'm telling you. But anyways, so there was an NBA coach that was in the Epstein files, and I didn't know about this, and so I didn't even watch this clip. We're gonna watch this clip together, raw, in real time. But supposedly, Josh Harris, the co-founder of the private equity firm Apollo Global Management and the managing partner of the NBA team Philadelphia 76ers, the NHL team New Jersey Devils, and the NFL team Washington Commanders, has been caught in the Epstein files arranging get-togethers with fucking Epstein, bro. What a good ass way to check it out. Check it out. All right, here we go.
Josh Harris credit for it publicly, only to find out that he also had a little relationship with Jeffrey Epstein as well that he didn't want people to know about until, of course, the files came out. Also a terrible sports owner, by the way. I'm a big Sixers fan. He owns the fucking team down there. We all want him. So, neither here nor there. So I rescinded any of that previous whatever credit that I gave him. But Henry Abbott was telling me there's also, like, in the files, I got to look at this more, but there's like a weird requested $2.4 million payment involving Harris and Epstein.
Nice.
As well.
That's probably clean.
Yeah, maybe some of you guys out there can give some context in the comments with a link. So I got to look at that more, but I know Henry's on that as well. But on this article is written by William D. Cohan. I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Cohan.
I don't think it's Cohen. It's Cohan.
Cohan, right?
Yeah, William D. Cohan.
Cohan's kind of hard. You know?
It's like Cole Haan.
Yeah, Cohan. On a recent afternoon, Leon Black and I were sitting in his family office. Damn it, that's such a hard name. Elysium Partners?
Yeah.
Joe, do you know what this is behind me?
The Elysium.
That's Elysium.
Yeah.
He fucking took my...
Do you guys know what Elysium is? What's up? We're getting hella people up over here on Kick, dude. What's up, shit, boy? What's up? Who's here? Let me get a head count. Anyways, we don't really have to watch this, but it's kind of boring, actually, if I'm honest. Like I said, we were watching it in real time. It just said something about freaking an NBA coach and shit, and or owner, and okay, well, it's probably true. He's probably in there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was trying to get at. Oh boy, now we get into Charlie Kirk. Bro, thank you guys, dude. Thank you so much for downloading all of these apps for me. I know I ask so much of you, but you mean the world to me, and you're all coming on this journey up to the top. And with you right behind me, Team Human will never stop. Thank you so much. Charlie Kirk, huh? Whoa, let's get into this. 7 minutes. Shit. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are the one that keeps the lights on. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Twitch and Bezos can suck it. That's the real reason why I'm trying to get everybody to come over to the Kick, bro, is because Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, owns Twitch. And I just, don't really feel right even asking you guys to watch it while he's getting ad revenue. I don't feel right asking you to subscribe over there when he's taking 70% of whatever you give me. You know what I'm saying? Who owns Kick? Let's just ask, actually. Let's just ask. Okay, so Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon, also owns Kick. I'm curious of who owns the platform Kick. I mean Twitch, sorry. Who owns the platform Kick?
Kick is a live streaming platform co-founded by Bijan Tarani and Ed Craven, under an Australian company called EasyGo Entertainment. Tarani owns roughly 2/3 of EasyGo, making him the majority beneficial owner of Kick, while Craven owns about 1/3 through his holding company Ashwood Holdings. There are no external institutional investors reported as of late 2025, so the effective ownership is split between Tarani and Craven.
Okay. Are either of them of Jewish ethnicity?
I don't have information on their ethnic backgrounds. If you're interested in learning more about them as entrepreneurs and what they've been doing,
Do they do and are they engaged in any philanthropy?
The information I found about Bijan Tarani and Ed Craven focuses primarily on their business ventures. Bijan Tarani has been publicly supportive of charitable efforts, for example, sharing pride in a fundraiser that raised over $12 million for a good cause, but I couldn't find detailed information on ongoing philanthropic programs or foundations run by him or Ed Craven.
Okay, so let's see how crazy you are. Analyze every public thing that is about either one of them and just give me a solid painted picture of whether these guys are on the good side or the bad side. If I just told you I am a conspiracy theorist about the New World Order and wear a tinfoil hat in between all of my beautiful, luscious red locks on my head. So I just want to know if he is if they're good, if they're on the good guy's side, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you've got some skepticism and curiosity about these entrepreneurs. It's natural to want to understand the character of public figures. What's publicly available about Bijan Tarani and Ed Craven focuses mostly on their business ventures, founding Stake.com and Kick.com, and their drive to create platforms that prioritize creators. As for philanthropy, I couldn't find it.
Well, at least they prioritize their creators, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? The reason I'm just telling you, the reason I freaking deleted TikTok, bro, is because it's owned by an individual who's connected to the most surveilled country on the planet. And it's not China or America. Somewhere in the Middle East or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really trying to catch a vibe, you know what I mean? Not with that whole billionaire vibe, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can say what you want about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is fucking... Mr. Beast is a rabbit hole all in himself, bro. I'm not sure yet, Melissa. I'm sure there is. See, the reason I'm even going to Kick is because Kevin is a human, is the person who told me. He's like, bruh. He's like, you need to get over to Kick, bro. He's like, Twitch is bullshitting me when it comes to monetization. I have engagement. I be streaming, blah, blah, blah. And so I didn't even know about the Kicks up over on Twitch until I got to monetization. And so I'm just trying to get that on Kick. And if it turns out that, you know, Kick does take care of the creator better and I don't have to give 70% of every dollar I earn on Twitch to Jeff Bezos and Amazon, I would prefer that for myself. And I would prefer that you don't spend your hard-earned money giving that company money. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah, so you like give, you know, it's like a $8 subscription. I get like $250 for it, something like that. Kick only requires 5 hours of streaming to monetize. Dude, I might even hit monetization today, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, so that's the only reason. Kevin is a human. He is a co-founder of Buyer and Web. I'll show you Web in a second if you don't know what Web is. He was just told me, he's like, bro, you got to get over here. So I just started it. Today's day 2 on Kick. If you're on Kick, bro, I really appreciate you helping me build another freaking platform. If you're on Facebook, I love you for just being on Facebook. If you're on Twitch and stay on Twitch, I love you as well. And if you're on YouTube, I need to get to freaking 3,000 hours watch time so you can just watch on YouTube. I just want to say I'm just so motherfucking grateful that you're even here with me today, or you might be watching this later. If you're here watching this later, you could say, see you later, alligator, just so I know how many people are actually making it this far into the stream after it posts. Either way, let's get into this. Holy shit. this person, Evan Kilgore. I don't know who this person is. I've never looked at any of their stuff. Christ is King, they said. Okay. 188,000 followers on X. They said, holy shit. The judge presiding over Charlie Kirk's murder trial rejects the admittance of the state's compilation of videos and photos that allege Tyler Robinson was on the UVU campus the day of Charlie Kirk's death. Okay. So the judge said, the judge said you can't freaking, we're not taking this compilation, meaning they were like all clipped together and stuff. I haven't seen a lot of the compilation. I haven't been watching this live or seen what had a lot that's been posted actually. But my wife has been all day or off and on when she can at work, listening in the background while she's working possibly. But the surveillance footage compilation made by the U.S. State Attorney Office allegedly show Tyler Robinson on UVU campus twice before the shooting, once during and once after the footage. The compilation was rejected due to alterations including zoomings, highlights, red circles to draw attention to certain details. The judge is skeptical of the video's alterations and he wants more authentication. The state reveals that it does not currently have the raw footage without it being edited on hand. That's insane. What the fuck? What the shit? Hey, what's up, Ricky? Julia, what's up, you guys over there on YouTube? Dude, Kick is lighting up. I'm so happy, bro. So happy. Thank you, guys. Okay, we got Twitch. We got Melissa Scruffmeister. Thank you. I'm sorry that it glitches on your mobile phone. For my wife, for Queen Trip, she can't even watch Kick if she's like anywhere near the property of her employment. Thank you, Nikki Nizzy. 123. Let's go. Oh, can we just take a quick tangent? I just want to take a quick tangent, bro. Okay. I'm a beatboxer, bro. I definitely, if I tell you what's up, bro, you gotta tell you what's up. I was the white kid, bro, in the back of the school bus, surrounded by all the other kids. And I was the beatboxer while everybody else freestyled. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? I'm obsessed with beatboxing, dude. Dude, this guy, oh my gosh, bro. This is insane, though, bro. Now, mind you, this is all his mouth, bro.
I'm gonna fight them all. Revelation, I'm a good and only bird. They gonna rip it down. Taking their time right behind my bird. And I'm talking to myself at night, cause I can't forget. Begging further to my mind behind the sugar. And the message coming through my eyes says leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it.
Crazy as shit, boy. Some of these motherfuckers are insane. Last one, and we'll get back to it. We just vibing today. It's Trippy Tuesday, bro. Don't you know? Kevin is a human. What's up? Kevin is a human. What's up, dude? What's up? We were talking about you earlier, bro. He's up over on Kick, bro. I told you, bro. We're just watching a little beatbox video while we go before we get back over to some clips about this Charlie Kirk trial. Did you know freaking the president's son was in Provo, Utah yesterday? The president's son came to this trial? Seems weird, huh?
The brain's motivation neurotransmitter, dopamine.
I don't know. If you're not into fucking dubstep and shit, bro, you maybe not feel that shit, bro. You don't, if you're not, I don't know. If you're into fucking electronic music, I fuck with it, bro. It's hard to explain to people that you liked music that sounds like aliens talking, bro. She. Woo. We get turned in here, bro. Let's just turn it up.
Objections to its admissibility.
Okay, we'll skip this clip, actually. We're going to actually just watch this one. There's one more right here that Tyler Robinson met with a TPUSA representative the morning of the Charlie Kirk assassination. That's at least what this clip says. We'll watch that in a second. But here's Andrew Colvett tripping the fuck out. Here's Andrew Colvett tripping the fuck out. Obviously, it's AI, but it's funny as fuck. It's AI, bro. Chill out, okay? But it's funny.
Furious, this ends now. Candace Owens is lying. The crowd believes me. No, they're turning on me. It's all because of The Sandlot. That movie changed everything. It radicalized me. Candace Owens, you in The Sandlot. And what about Sam Parker? How dare he hold me accountable? I won't be held accountable and never will. I can't take it anymore. This is insane.
I just thought that was funny. There's even crazier ones. Okay, this kind of goes with this right here, actually, so we can move that clip up here. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Everybody who's in here, what's good? Dang. Let's see, how many people do we even have on Kick real quick? Because it looks like everybody left YouTube, bro. So I'm curious if everybody is up on Kick. 25 followers on Kick already, dude. Whoa, let's go. We got a quarter. Shit, boy, we got quarters. I just wanted to read this real quick from Dr. Zakaria, MD. Okay. 30,000. He's got a blue check mark, right? We're just humans trying to figure out what this internet shit is. I don't know if any of this is real, but this is just what pops up. You know what I'm saying? Is it motherfucking propaganda? Is it truth? I don't know. That's why I like to watch these clips, because you're gonna be here while I try to figure this shit out, bro. Okay, so cancer has been cured, it says. Ivermectin and fenbendazole cure cancer. Pass it on. Share this live. Whatever. Just kidding. Breaking news. First in the world, ivermectin, mebendazole, and fenbendazole protocol in cancer has been peer-reviewed and published on September 19th, 2024. I don't know if International Society of Chemomolecular Medicine. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at here. But some things are highlighted. Looks like the specific dosages of low grade, intermediate grade, high grade cancers, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to dose it. And they're implying that it's a cure, bro. It's a cure for cancer. Well, I mean, I know Zod from freaking Superman, bro. Isn't that his name? Emperor Zod or something? Pretty sure that's his name, bro. Pretty sure that's his name. Alright, here's this. Check this out.
Opinion. Because it's not even conscious. People.
Let's just hear what this has to say. This person says, you really think Magic Johnson's the only guy that survived AIDS? That would be wizardry.
Opinion. Because it's not even conscious. People, and then the alliteration, certain Twilight language, like words that sound so close to something else.
Yes.
That it, like, you feel that other thing, you know? Like, a lot of names are like that, like Ellen DeGenerate, Bernie Madoff with your money, you know? It's like, who's the only guy that survived AIDS? Magic Johnson. Right? Wizard penis survived AIDS. You know, and you're like, I'm like you. How do you logistically do that? I'm like, okay, it's happening. Greg Louganis and Wizard Wiener, they're the AIDS guys? Okay, that's spiritual. Like, that's so insane.
No.
Right? Like, Greg Louganis and Magic Johnson.
Yeah, at a certain point, we don't need to understand how it works to just stand back and marvel at
Anthony
it.
Weiner.
Yeah,
right? It's like, what?
The Pentagon is in the shape of a pentagram and was dedicated on September 11th, 1941.
Right.
So, yeah, okay.
You're like, I don't need to know how it works to know that they're doing it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not.
Yeah, and so I've seen truthers go down these rabbit holes of trying to figure out everything, and that's not my path. I'm like, fundamentals. You're not broken. God didn't make a mistake. Don't have something for nothing. And then I'll help people see signs of it. Because once people are like, oh, on the full moon with the number 33, I'm like, dude, you can't figure it out. Just, like, be good. You know what I mean?
Isn't that, bro? To be honest with you, bro, I resonate with that a whole ton, dude. There's so much information, bro, every single day. The biggest content creators that you are watching to get your news, like Candace Owens or Ian Carroll. Hopefully it's Kevin is a Human and Tripoverdrip as well. There's a whole bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? Like Ryan Matta, freaking Zachary Loft. You've got freaking Danks, freaking Baron Coleman. There's a whole bunch, bro. There's possibly a whole bunch of those people you guys all follow and watch too, right? They're learning stuff every single day, bro. It doesn't matter how far the rabbit hole goes down. The most important thing is that you can internalize all of this information and still be a good ass motherfucker, bro. That all the evil you see and all the hatred you see, you decide to even just rebel, even just in that sense, and just be a good ass fucking person, a good human, bro. Dead ass, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you being a good person, regardless of what you experience or see out in the world, directly impacts the children in your close vicinity, the people in your close vicinity. The person it impacts the most, bro, is you, homie. You know how that feels in your body and in your gut and in your mind when you do something good versus like when you do something that you know you shouldn't, bro. We're all grown-ups here, right? This is a high IQ outfit. You know what I'm talking about. There's so I know that everybody here on Team Human, bro, we all motherfucking can see how evil planet Earth has gotten, and we've all awoken and come to this realization that it starts with us, right? It all starts with how we treat ourselves and then how we treat other people, because how we treat ourselves is going to be a direct reflection of what we experience with other people in any capacity, whether that's the person at the grocery store, that's the person that you're choosing to spend your time with, and we've labeled them as husbands or spouses or whatever, but it's really just another human that you should be choosing to spend your time with, not feel like you have to spend your time with. And then there's like the children or the niece or the nephew or the relationships with the brother or the fucking person that you're driving on the freeway with and they cut you off and all that shit. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Can we get aliens in the chat, bro? You guys know what's up. Anyways, this video right here is claiming, Diligent Denzin, I don't know. All right. Web follows them. Click it. All righty. I see other Miss Independent right there. I see her too. All right. Let's see. Officer claims that Tyler Robinson met with the TPUSA representative the morning of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Wait a second. Wouldn't that make it so weird? Like, you never really know, because I'm not saying that this is true or false. I don't know. I need more information before I can come to a conclusion. I don't just ever watch a video and think that it's real. If I get usually, to be honest, as like a neurodivergent and someone who obsesses over certain topics, and I've done it my whole life, I really actually get like a brain buzz is how I describe it, when like fucking all these neurons are firing off when I'm learning stuff. That's how I know that fucking it's energetically the truth too. You know what I mean? Weird. Let's watch this though.
From there.
He heads out of the parking garage on foot into the campus and actually goes to the quad.
Okay. We're going to rewind that actually, and let me just set the preface from what I understand from this video. This is a video of someone live streaming. You can see their chat over here on the left, right? They're live streaming, watching the trial, and currently the trial is showing this clip or this piece of footage, right? Do we gather and understand all that? That's what this is, so that you guys can, this, like, I don't know what the hell this little shelf is right here in the back, but dang. I know I got some drink. No drink. I'm going to have to go get something to drink, bro. All right, anyways, let's watch this, bro.
From there.
He heads out of the parking garage on foot into the campus and actually goes to the quad area of the campus. At that time, he makes contact with some representatives from TPUSA.
By quad area from there.
Okay. He heads out of the parking garage on...
That's the officer, huh? That's an officer? Wait, what? If that's the truth, bro, if that's real, and I can't verify that it's the officer talking, obviously, because I can't see the person's face. It just says officer claims. But if that's real, bro, how could the officer that's freaking... how could the officers fucking say that under oath on the stand, bro? That's just like a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? This is... From what I understand, there's just a whole bunch of stuff, bro, that has been presented in front of a judge for the judge to determine if the evidence is applicable enough to proceed in the court hearing. If I'm incorrect, please let me know in the chat, but I'm pretty sure that's what the preliminary hearing is. I might have been in the court system a time or two, but it's pretty insane, bro. It's pretty insane. And then, okay, so in my understanding, the individual that's on the stand is a police officer. And this is the question he gets asked. It seems weird. You tell me, what do you think?
Is there any footage of the alleged shooting?
There is not, Judge.
Wait a second. Wait a second. The attorney asked, is there any footage of the actual shooting, like of Tyler Robinson shooting the gun? And then all of a sudden, the cop says, no, there's no footage. We don't have any footage of Tyler Robinson shooting the gun. That's what I'm understanding. We can look up right here. Where's that? This video right here? Yeah, I don't know what to believe, babe, to be honest. Everybody, do you guys like Taco Tuesdays, bro? Taco Tuesdays. Join us on Kick, bro. I just dropped the link in all the chats. Join us on Kick. 26 followers, dude. Let's go. I love you guys, bro. To be honest, I don't know what to believe, bro. There's so much evidence that seems like it should be evidence. Looks like, let's watch this doorbell footage. Supposedly, this is a Ring doorbell.
This is the first time I've seen this. I've never seen any nighttime pictures of this before.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems that I don't even understand how that could be. You're right. How could that even be? How could that be admitted as evidence? Like, I'm watching it. That everybody saw what I just saw, and I couldn't even see anyone really even get out of the car, bro. I don't know. It seems grainy, and like it seems weird that they don't have. It seems weird that they don't have footage. It's fucking 2025, bro. When Kirk got kirked, bro. How is it that there's not fucking? There's cameras all over that university, bro. I'm positive, bro. It's a fucking university, bro. Who did it? Fuck, man, I don't know, bro. I've been learning about fucking the ancient Khazarian mafia, bro, and I don't fucking even know, dude. And then all of a sudden, fucking Peter Thiel and Dialogue come out, bro. Fuck, man, I don't know what to believe, bro. What do you believe? In a world full of fucking propaganda and brainwashing and misinformation, true information, the people that are probably telling the most truth aren't probably being heard very much, you know, unless you already have like a huge platform. I don't even know, bro. Are the fucking Does Bigfoot live in the fucking cave, bro? Or does he fucking open a portal and walk through and eat a deer and then walk around for a little bit and then humans see him and then opens the portal and runs away? You tell me, bro. You tell me, bro. You tell me, bro. All right. I gotta go get a drink, bro. Use the potty. I've got to go to the bathroom, sir. Please stay. Don't go. Let's see what YouTube has just on there. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to love this. The DMT laser experiment. He's talking about it 1 hour ago on Sean Ryan. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys have probably heard me or even heard of the DMT laser experiment with the fractal laser and everybody sees code, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. Dang, bro. Do I want to have you guys watch that one, bro? I want to watch it too, bro. Dang. I'm not going to play that one, bro. We're just going to let you guys watch some old Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon, you like Tim Dillon? He's a funny comedian. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Laughter's the best medicine. Sometimes laughter can be the jokes can be offensive, and it's all right to laugh at it. You don't have to believe it or hear it or see it through your perspective, bro. You know what I mean? You don't have to. But I like humor. I like abrasive humor. I like Kill Tony. You know what I'm saying? I like Sam. I just like laughing, bro, because laughter actually does heal the body, bro. Why do you think our ancestors said freaking laughter is the best medicine, bro? So let's just let Tim Dillon talk. I'm going to run upstairs.
But this is the United States. This is our 250-year anniversary. We have to understand what we've built here, and we have to enjoy it and actually celebrate the parts of it that other people don't like. The negatives in our country, oh, everyone's fat because we have the bomb food. Nobody's got food like we do. We have food where people kill them. They kill themselves with it. They kill themselves with that's how good it tastes. Yum, yum. Do you know how good our food is? Do you know how good, I had some fast food in UK. When I was in London, I had Taco Bell. I tried their McDonald's. You know what I said? I wouldn't kill myself with this. This isn't worth the desecration of my body, the destruction of my soul. But then you come here and you go to a Taco Bell in the suburbs. I mean the burbs. You can't do it in the city because the migrants, when they're making it, don't give a shit, by the way. And that's why I think we got to limit that. When a refugee can make a quesadilla the way a suburban Hispanic can, then we'll talk. But you go to a Taco Bell in the suburbs and you have that first bite of a chicken quesadilla when you are drunk and high and probably both, and you're in the front seat of your car, pedal to the metal because it's the United States. And you just dropped your son off at his mother's house after the play date, which consisted of you showing him guns. And then you go through the Taco Bell drive-thru because you're limited on funds. And you take that first bite of a quesadilla with that hot gooey cheese. You don't know what's cheese and what's sauce. It's perfect. That char on the outside. You saw that fat little torta woman press it. I like watching it get pressed. That fat little torta. Tss. That chubby little torta woman. She tss. And then you have the char and you have that creamy jalapeno sauce. And you say to yourself, I'll kill myself with this. I will eat this until I'm dead. That's why our country rocks. Because people eat food until they die. Because it's so good. My mother used to take me to a place called Old Country Buffet. It was in Levittown, Long Island. We would eat. I would bring a friend. We'd eat for 2 hours. There would be multiple... You'd keep going to the buffet. And I was a young child, I don't know, 11 or something, young. You would go to the buffet and you'd keep going. And at the end, they had a chocolate pudding cake. And you'd put ice cream on top of it. And then my mother drove a van. And then on the way home, I would pass out almost. I would damn near pass out like a junkie that's being driven to a rehab from the amount of sugar and fat and salt that was consumed at this place. And some people in other countries...
I gotta ask. For whoever is here. I gotta ask, bro. What's your goy slap, bro? Someone in here said Subway tastes like dog food. You know what I'm saying? I suffer from ice cream, bro. I'm an ice cream connoisseur. Celsius is like the energy drink we drink, which is not good for you, right? Regardless of the brand, to be honest. It's Taco Tuesday, bro. Guess what we're having? Ooh. We just got some food and got a freaking beef roast, and we're having birria tacos. Birria tacos. Birria. Birria. Okay, let's watch this freaking DMT laser experiment, bro. Well, what the heck, dude? I've been talking about this. I've talked about it a lot, bro. Not maybe every day, obviously. This is actually just a preview. This is just a preview, bro. So watch out. If you don't know who Sean Ryan is, go check out Sean Ryan, friend of the show. But this guy right here talks a lot about dimethyltryptamine, the DMT, the spirit molecule, the thing that your pineal gland creates. We'll just let him talk about it.
So I had Chase Hughes on, and he brought up this laser DMT kind of experiment. Really caught my attention.
Right where the laser is, you can see through the wall. You can even put it on your arm, and the code changes on your arm. If your arm gets in front of where the wall is, the code is completely different.
Are you what?
Hi, my name is Danny Goller, and you can watch my episode early on Vigilance Elite Patreon.
Danny Goller, you're an independent researcher and the founder of Code of Reality, an interdisciplinary initiative exploring what you call cognitive physics, the intersection where mind and matter meet. Through Code of Reality, you bring together scientists, philosophers, technologists, and indigenous wisdom keepers to investigate the relationship between consciousness and the nature of reality. Ultimately, your goal is to advance a more holistic science of consciousness, one that can exist alongside and complement mainstream physics. How did you get introduced to DMT?
I was looking for it. It was a Joe Rogan rant, and he was just raving about it. And I was like, what is that?
There's a realm accessible to anybody that gets in contact with that stuff.
Our mutual friend texted me right away. He's like, holy shit, do you know Danny? And I was like, no, I don't. And he's like, you gotta meet him.
I've done so many psychedelics. I've never heard of DMT. I had to find out. There was a line that Joe said that grabbed my attention beyond anything. He said, it doesn't feel like you're in another dimension. You are in another dimension. And I knew exactly what he meant by that. I was like, okay, I gotta find out whatever that is. And sure enough, it delivered on every front. To anybody who doesn't know, DMT stands for dimethyltryptamine. You're not changing. The world is, completely. In such ways that really begs the question whether what you're seeing is a hallucination or actually coming from somewhere. The realism of it is not something you're familiar with. That is why it captivates so many people's imagination around the world, including scientists who are now studying the substance under the question of whether it's actually real.
On DMT, you can shine a red laser on a wall and you'll see code. And then you can look through the laser through different angles and see more code. And as you move the laser, it moves on to different code. It's there, but it's not there. And you've had, I think, over 2,000 people witness the same thing.
At this point, it's thousands. Most psychedelic research revolves around the question of therapy. Can you get over addiction, PTSD, things like this? But DMT specifically, and NDMT, is being studied through the lens of, wait a second, are we interacting with an actual place?
We're talking about another dimension, an alternate reality, random code that's showing up on the wall. If you shine a laser on it. If you peer through it at different angles, you'll see different code, correct?
My experience of the space and everything that was happening to me, even before I arrived at the code, they, whomever you want to believe they are, started showing me more things. So they basically started giving me hints that I didn't expect. This is straight up a computational world. Like, we're simulated, basically. Does this mean it's meaningless? It's not what it means. It's just computationally rendered. It means that the rules by which the laws of physics are being rendered are computational first, and then they become what we see as the physical laws. There's a big difference between thinking it theoretically and being exposed to it in real time, because that definitely takes a different emotional toll. But for all intents and purposes, the fact that we, what I've been told, that we live in a simulation, doesn't make us fake. It just means that the rules by which our world is rendered are different than what we thought, but it's actually happening for real. My take is that this is part of the actual disclosure. They're waiting for you to come along to the understanding that you're not alone, that there's way more than this, that you're part of a much larger structure, and all of these things are slowly revealing themselves to us in such a way that makes us comfortable with it. Just imagine what it would be like to all of a sudden this happened to you. Like, it was just a being that appeared in front of me, as real as you, and nothing else is happening. There's no, psychedelic explosion, none of that. I mean, at that moment, I was like, I really did it this time. And then he showed me how to play chords on a guitar that I didn't know how to do. So essentially he was telling me, I'm real because I'm giving you information you don't have. Currently, you don't know how to play these chords. I'm telling you how to do that. In that moment, I knew that nothing will ever be the same again, because I knew that even though I can't really prove this to anyone right now, for me, I know for a fact that this is not a hallucination. It can't be. It's so specific. It's so realistic. And he's giving me information that I don't have. Now, the journey became, how do I prove this to others? How do we talk about this in a way that science can actually get its hands on, because science deals with things that are measurable and repeatable. So then for years I spent trying to figure out how that can be done.
Shit. Dang. Dang, bro. DMT, bro. Can we get some aliens in the chat for everybody that knows what's up? What's up? If you know, you know. Dude, I pulled some shit up. Pulled some shit up on the web, bro. Now, mind you, web, it just pulls up information that's inside of the FBI vault, the 9/11 FOIA government records, and the Jeffrey Epstein files. This article says that the Building 7 was not hit by a plane. I don't know what UAF is. It's kind of crazy. I just asked for some crazy rabbit hole, and it brings me up to some information about Building 7. Weird. I don't really want to go into Building 7 right now, but check this out. The FBI FOIA logs, a catalog of American paranormal. These are from 2017 to 2001. Lists of everything the public actually asked the FBI for. They asked them for, someone filed an FBI request for UFOs, more UFOs, if there was extraterrestrial attacks on 9/11, the FBI contact list, a microwave weapon, an investigation, reports and evidence concerning 4chan, Bigfoot. Let's go, Bigfoot. The Cult of the Dead Cow, which is a hacker group. Okay. Weird. Motion picture slave. I don't know what that is. Pedophile rating system of the FBI. What the fuck? Any documents containing the word pervert. Imagine the shit they get asked, bro. For Rizzle. For Rizzle. Where is that freaking request right here? Pedophile rating system? Oh, right here. Right there. Dang. This one's about the FBI, or they were asked if there were extraterrestrial involvement on 9/11. Interesting. 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 Seems weird, bro. You know what I mean? All right, we're heading over to YouTube. We're watching some shit.
Cleared.
Not this. We're done with that. Dude, he hasn't come out with a video for so long. Where's these ones? Movie breakdowns. I swear there was one for Eyes Wide Shut. He doesn't. For some reason, I was trying to figure out. Fuck, babe. It's a weird movie, huh? Eyes Wide Shut. This fool has. I've watched a lot of it. Dang, bro. What the fuck? Shit. What's up, dude? I've watched all of them, dude. All of them. You know what? We should just do this one. Charlie Kirk's freaking trials going on today. This one is from Mind Unveiled, the movie that predicted the Charlie Kirk assassination. Weird.
Hey guys. So there's this movie that a few of you in the comments recommended I check out because it seems to predict the Charlie Kirk assassination. And it's honestly kind of insane and scary. This movie's from 1998. It's called Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage. Now let me just start out by saying that I'm not implying anything. I'm literally just gonna break down the movie and point out a few connections.
What?
But I want to make it clear that I think it's still too soon to come to any conclusions.
Huh?
That said, I find it beyond bizarre that this movie's basically about a politician named Charles Kirkland who gets assassinated during a live event. He gets shot in the neck, and it looks shockingly similar. It occurs during a boxing match, and the boxer's named Lincoln Tyler, who in the movie keeps out cowens and eavesdroppers, meaning he's a Masonic guard or executioner. He's the Atlantic City executioner. Oh, and the fight and assassination just happens to be on September 10th, the same exact day.
Okay, before we keep going, seems insane, right? It's on the same day, September 10th. The guy's name's Charlie Kirkland. Tyler Lincoln. Seems pretty weird so far.
Now look, there are some crazy implications.
Yeah, what a better thing. What a better way to fucking have a trippy Tuesday. After this, we'll do a freaking breath work exercise. I do have to show Melissa Clark real fast, actually. I can do that right motherfucking here real fast. Check this out, Melissa Clark. Wim Hof does not appear anywhere in the Epstein files. Not under Wim Hof, not under Wim Hof, not under Wim Hof. They're all just spelled differently. 0 matches across 1.4 million documents, 4 million chunks, 1.5 million entities inside of the Epstein database. He searched every way that the tool allows. The Hoff hits that did come up are unrelated. Frederick Hoff, who was Atlantic Council Syria expert whose articles were forwarded to Epstein. Dennis Hoff, Amhoff 12. But no, right there. Wim Hof does not appear in the Epstein files. All right, we can get back to this. But it seems crazy, right? He's breaking down the movie Snake Eyes, made in 1998 with Nicolas Cage. Seems insane. September 10th, Charlie Kirkland.
An assassination just happens to be on September 10th, the same exact day. Now look, there are some crazy implications if this really is predictive programming or a planned event. I'm not necessarily saying that's the case. I'm open to the idea of a cosmic joker, or even the idea of magic and mimetic entities where this movie in a sense is programmed reality to manifest it, hinting towards a simulated reality. Or honestly, I would even say the Mandela effect, because I've literally never heard of this movie. But it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna break down the movie and you can come to your own conclusions. This movie to me fits into the category of 90s truth bomb movies that have a slight political motive or undertone, whether that's to disclose something or to program the masses for what's coming. Kind of like Enemy of the State, for example, but Snake Eyes isn't so in your face, and it's not necessarily directed at a conspiracy audience. The film opens with a newscaster hyping the live Powell pay-per-view event. On the billboard, you see it says Atlantic City Executioner, Tyler vs. Ruiz, September 10th. Now, I did want to say that I'm not completely sure if this is September 10th. That's what everyone else is saying, but I'm not exactly sure if that's a 10. I mean, that's what's going viral right now, and...
Okay, before we continue, do you think that says September 10th? Kind of looks like it could say September 10th. It also kind of looks like it could say September 19th. I just wanted to stop here for a second because I can see the discrepancy. Can you all see the discrepancy?
Sure if that's a 10. I mean, that's what's going viral right now, and everybody seems to think that it says September 10th. But in the film, there's only one hint to what the date is, and it's this beginning scene with the billboard above the 3 visible pillars. And no matter what, it is clear that this takes place at 10 p.m., so it would still have the same symbolism. She also says this is the final event to be held in this storied hall before it gets renovated into the Millennium Hotel and Casino. And all of this is happening during Hurricane Jezebel. Yet 14,000 people still decided to come watch the fight. Nicolas Cage plays Rick Santoro, this cocky, corrupt cop who's mostly there to gamble on the fight. So the first 5 minutes is just Rick being Rick, running around the casino trying to put money on the fight. When he gets down by the ring, he links up with his old buddy, Commander Kevin Dunn. This military guy who's basically in charge of security for the Secretary of Defense, Charles Kirkland. The secretary shows up at the fight because he wants the publicity of being seen at a big event. Mr. Gilbert Powell's here, but the movie quickly moves on as it doesn't seem to want to talk about this guy that much directly, but he is a huge character in the background of this entire story. After catching up, they sit down to watch the fight when Dunn gets distracted by a red-haired woman in a red dress. He eventually gets up and follows her out. About a minute later, a woman in a blonde wig and white outfit sits down next to Rick and tries to talk to the Secretary of Defense. The fight continues, and a man in the crowd starts yelling, "Here comes the pain," right as Lincoln Tyler gets knocked out and hits the floor. Rick gets a phone call from someone telling him to look for his lucky number.
That is Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan!
And then all of a sudden, shots go off. The secretary gets shot in the neck. And like I said earlier, it looks shockingly similar to what really happened. I'm not going to describe it more than that, but another weird detail is that Nick Cage kind of touches his ear like the bullet grazed him, but I don't think that's what happened. I think it's just blood splatter. Still, it feels like a strange little reference there. Chaos breaks out, and the woman in the wig is also shot. They both hit the floor and take cover, while up at the top of the stadium, a security guard fires on the assassin. Meanwhile, Tyler the fighter is supposed to be knocked out, but he's looking around because he hears the shots, and Rick notices this. The crowd starts trying to get out, including the woman in the wig, now revealed to have dark hair, who's trying to slip away. Dunn shows back up, and Rick tells him the woman next to the secretary threatened him, got shot, and then tried to run. Rick starts taking control and he shuts down the arena, and we see beneath all this cocky corruption, he's actually a sharp undercover cop. And the movie starts mentioning tunnels. They come up multiple times throughout the story. The secretary's body is wheeled out through these back hall tunnels as they try to rush him to the hospital. Dunn is freaking out, blaming himself because he was supposed to be standing in front of the secretary, but got distracted by that red-haired woman, so he wasn't there to protect him. Now he's scared he's going to be court-martialed, but Rick tells him to relax, cover the story, and just say that he was investigating a suspicious character. Dunn says that he can't lie, and Rick says, "Look, it's not lying, just tell them what you did right. Basically, cover this up or it's the end of your career. He killed the assassin. He saved the day. Leave it at that." They start talking about the woman with the envelope and trying to find her. Then, one of Rick's TV friends from the news shows up and wants to get the first press hit. But Rick doesn't want images of the dead secretary shown. He says it'd be sick for the family to see. And what's weird is how many times that the script reminds you that this Charles had a family. Like, have a heart, don't show it. And Lou, the pay-per-view host, sees this as a breaking opportunity and offers Rick $5,000 if he can be the one to report it. He even mentions this guy who got into media through the Kennedy assassination. But it's no accident that this movie brings this up. They're specifically tying this to the idea of psyop and conspiracy. Rick, corrupt as he is, lets him do it, just no cameras in the arena. Rick starts to review the knockout footage because he already noticed that Tyler wasn't really out cold. Watching it back, he realizes the punch never landed. So Tyler took the fall on purpose, right before the shots. Meanwhile, the woman in the wig is trying to get the blood off of her in the bathroom. So Rick decides to go talk to this Tyler guy, who's looking nervous, but he decides to talk to Rick because he's an old high school pal.
Okay. First, I just have to ask, you guys are seeing any connections? You guys see any connections, bro? I do think it's weird. His name's Charlie, and the guy who planned the hit was named Tyler. Seems weird that the situation was similar. It seems weird that it seems kind of weird and trippy to me that for some reason this Mind Unveiled is saying that. I haven't seen this movie, mind you, so I'm not sure. But he says that he references the JFK assassination in that seems weird to me.
Which is weird because they wear these rings. Now, I find that strange because who do you know that wears around their high school rings from like 20 years ago? He went to Neptune High and he was a sea devil. Again, these references aren't by accident. And it zooms into these rings multiple times. Anyways, Rick knows he took the fall on purpose, and he's trying to investigate why he did that right before the assassination took place to see if he knows anything. Well, Tyler admits
The movie he's breaking down is called Snake Eyes by Nicolas Cage. It's a movie that came out in 1998. I've never seen it. I'm a Nicolas Cage fan, but I've never seen this one. Well, if I'm being honest, I'm not really I'm not really a fucking movie person, now, at least now. I've seen a lot of movies in my lifetime, but nowadays everything's just kind of fake and gay, bro. I don't find interest in it. You know what I'm saying?
I know that he took the fall, meaning the fight was rigged, but he doesn't want to admit it unless they cut some kind of deal. Rick says he's not going to tell anyone, just to pay him back the money he used to bet on him. Tyler then says he didn't know that they were going to kill someone, but he won't say who. We then get a flashback, and I should mention that Tyler's handler and lawyer is this guy named Mickey, where he's talking with one of the guys taking bets. He's talking about how the fight might be rigged and Lincoln is actually going to lose this one. Mickey seems to know about it and tries to talk Tyler out of it. But yeah, Tyler owed money to the casinos, so he took this offer because they said that they would get rid of all his debts if he threw this fight. Interestingly, they didn't tell him which round, but that someone in the crowd would let him know when to throw. Meaning during this event, there was an agent pretending to be a fan in the crowd who had a tiny radio earpiece telling him when to give the cue, which was him yelling, "Here comes the pain." Then Tyler was to fall on purpose because they wanted everyone on their feet distracted.
Thank you, Zara. I appreciate your kind words.
Then Tyler says, "She." Rick says, "Who's she?" Then he kind of changes the subject and says, "You hear that storm out there? I wish it would blow this town away."
Hey, real quick, just for everybody who's just jumped in here, who hasn't been on here for a while, like Mystic Blue, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm just trying to direct traffic over to Kick. I hate to do it to you for a third, maybe a fourth time, different platform, Twitch, this, that, and the third, bro. But if you could come over to Kick, bro, we're trying to leave Twitch. We'll always have the Twitch stream running, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to make it so Twitch necessarily isn't the home base. You know what I mean? We've got 27 followers already, dude. Please just come over to Kick, bro. Like I said, I think the live stream's better when it's better when it's not up and down, when you can watch your phone sideways, you know what I'm saying? Sideways instead of up and down. So that's one thing why I like that's one reason why I like Kick and Twitch and YouTube, is because it's just better. Facebook doesn't allow me to have it. It has to be vertical. So Even though I appreciate you if you're just chilling on Facebook. But I'm trying to direct traffic over to Kick. I just dropped it in all the chats. Some of it it's pinned. Let's get back into this. We're all headed over to Kick. The link is pinned to the top of the chat.
Now, this is kind of hard to catch because it's mid-casual conversation, but there's a reason he ignored Rick when he said, "Who's she?" and he starts talking about the storm. The storm is called Hurricane Jezebel. And then Rick says, "Yeah, but..."
Wait a second. Wasn't there supposedly like an article from like the Jezebel or something that's connected to the Charlie Kirk thing about like witches or something?
Yes, there was an article published by the feminist site Jezebel titled, "We Paid Some Etsy Witches to Curse Charlie Kirk." It was meant as a satirical piece, exploring the world of Etsy sellers who market hexes, and it was published just 2 days.
Crazy. There was an article. That's insane. There's another connection. That's weird.
Who is she? Talking about the red-haired woman in the red dress. This is almost certainly a Whore of Babylon reference, as she is depicted in a red dress, and they just connected her to Jezebel. This almost certainly ties the film to esoteric references, as the Whore of Babylon is kind of a Masonic theme as well. It represents corrupted church, false authority, or an empire of lies. The idea is...
Oh, yeah. The reason we're leaving we're leaving Twitch, we're headed over to Kick for everybody who wants to come to Kick is because Kick is owned by only 2 guys who live in Australia, and they treat the content creators better. If you guys have been here for a while, I grind it, bro. I be going live stream every single day, at Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just new to this streaming thing. You know what I mean? I started with Twitch, and then it goes to YouTube, and then it goes, now it's over to Kick. Kick is, I guess, from what another streamer who I trust what they have researched. Kick, once you hit monetization, treats the streamer way better. So that's why we're all headed over to Kick, bro. Plus, like I said, I'm pretty sure Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. I get if you pay for like the $7 it costs for a subscription to not have to watch ads, I get like $2.50 of that. The rest of it goes to Amazon or to Twitch, to Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? So my mom just messaged me. Sorry, just a sec. But yeah, what's up, dude? He's going all the way deep into Babylonian, huh? Let's go back just a little bit, recap.
Jezebel. This almost certainly ties the film to esoteric references, as the Whore of Babylon is kind of a Masonic theme as well. It represents corrupted church, false authority, or an empire of lies.
Whoa. Do you really see how deep and how freaking deep the layers go of the connections, bro? All the way down to Babylon. Corrupted churches. There's lots of speculation about this TPUSA faith. I'm not a type of religious individual, so I don't know. I do see whatever clips or go on the internet to go viral of these pastors saying weird shit. I don't go look at the full clip, so I can't give an opinion really about it. But the clips that go viral of these pastors saying weird stuff, I mean, the stuff they say is weird, but I can't necessarily put all my eggs in the basket of these are bad pastors. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems weird that it connects it right here. Does that make sense? Can we get an alien emoji in the chat wherever the chat is at? Ooh, I'm a poet and you didn't even know it. Hey. What? And I just have to tell all you guys, thank you all for real. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are the ones that keep me going. Keep the lights on. Every click, every like, every time you come and show up on a live stream or watch this stuff later. All of it's all you guys. I'm just here talking shit, bro. I'm just here talking shit. It's a dream. It's magical. It's crazy. It's a crazy experience being a content creator, and I've always promised myself, no matter where it goes, I'll never lose gratitude for the people who got me where I am, and it's you guys, bro. It's you guys. You guys are the ones. I just post stuff on the internet. You guys are the ones that blow it up and like it and come hang out and click the videos and hit the like and comment your thoughts and tell me I'm wrong when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or go look up this. So I just have to say again, I truly, tremendously appreciate you.
The idea is the truth is hidden, chaos is orchestrated, and ritual archetypes are repeated in public spectacles. So this woman with the red hair is the one who gave Tyler the directions to take the fall and rig the fight. The same woman Dunn was investigating when this first happened. Okay, this next scene is crazy. So Dunn is on the news now with Lou, talking about who this assassin is. They tell us the shooter is a Palestinian who lived in the United States for the last 6 years. He was upset about the sale of missile systems and other weaponry to Israel, and there was a handwritten note found on his body. Okay, this scene is bizarre for a bunch of reasons.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm telling you, bro. What the fuck? It does seem bizarre. Like I said, I never seen this movie, bro. This is saying a lot of things that seem crazy to me. Welcome to Trippy Tuesday.
But notice how Dunn is nervous here. Remember, he just said he can't lie, and he looks uncomfortable, the same way he did earlier when he was talking about lying. The movie does this on purpose to hint that this official story is actually a cover and false, that he's lying right now. Now Rick wants to talk to Dunn about what he's found, and from the start, Dunn is defensive and skeptical. This is where the conspiracy starts to be revealed. It wasn't a lone shooter. There were 5 people in on it. Not what the media is pushing right now. And the movie even nails that point that anyone talking about this will look like a lunatic. The film knows. And Dunn...
Weird. I can't tell you what to believe, bro. But this is just this whole breakdown of this movie seems weird as shit to me. You know, I don't know. I'm kind of tripping out a little. It just seems really weird and coincidental. Well, I know one of y'all out there is going to go watch this movie, Snake Eyes. And if you do watch it and come back, please let me know. Please let me know if this is true and accurate, because then it will make even weird. It'll make it even weirder for me, dude. Because he was like, yeah, Mind Unveiled's right, dude. What a trip. Y'all having a good Trippy Tuesday so far? Can I just bring it in close real quick, dude, so I could just be straight up, dude? I love live streaming, bro. You know what's the difference between live streaming and fucking creating content? Creating content, I can go and edit all the bad parts out, or the miswords, or the mispronunciations. I can freaking clip out all the dead space and speed it up and put filters on there or do whatever. Live streaming, bro. Live streaming, bro. That's like freaking live, freaking right in the habitat. Like, oi, look over there. You see that predator over there? He's in his natural habitat. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck it. It's just like, I can't help but not just be me, bro. You know what I mean? We've got ourselves some mail over there. Yeah, he's just laying there while the lioness, yeah, she goes into the Matrix every day. You know? It's funny. I try to do impressions. Some of them, sometimes I could kill it. Sometimes I feel like a silly ass goose. You know what I'm saying? Cronky, look right over there. We're just trying to have fun. Because Potter, Harry Potter, just kidding. Because live streaming brings out like the real authentic me, bro. That's like one of the reasons I feel like I really like it the most, is that you just get me, bro. You just get me. And if you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, it's all right. I'm not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I could be too abrasive. I could be too high energy. Sometimes I feel like high frequency individuals almost intimidate low frequency individuals. Maybe that's just me speaking from my own perspective. Maybe other people like that would resonate with being a higher resonating, higher vibrating, higher frequency individual that, like, you know, who's one of those with me? You know, you walk into literally anywhere, but I'll just use the grocery store right now. All the children just stare at you. It seems like every corner you go around, you know, people aren't necessarily whipping their neck to look behind them. Sometimes, maybe. But like majority of the time, every single person that I like walk by, that I can, like, as I'm walking, obviously I'm not paying attention and like looking for every single person, but almost every other person always just like fucking just. We have this crazy story actually. So for my queen Trip, my wife's dad's 50th birthday, it was a few years ago. We went to Las Vegas for his 50th birthday. We also took one of my boys, Cletus. His biological dad lives in Las Vegas, and so we took him down there to meet him for the first time, let him hang out with his dad for the whole weekend, while me and Queen Trip went and just chilled in Vegas. You know what I mean? We met up a few times, ate breakfast together a few times, you know what I mean? But for the most part, we just allowed the boy to just hang out with his dad. And I swear, bro, for one, we took these little tiny pieces of paper. Shout out Albert Hoffman or Bicycle Day. They're like these little tiny pieces of paper, or sometimes they come in like a gel substance. And it was a trip, bro. If you ever just, you know, I don't know if you'll ever get to ask her, but Queen Trip, she knows what I'm talking about, bro. Everywhere I go, my whole life, bro, people have always paid attention to me, bro. Randos just talk to me, bro. Tell me whether it's just like a hello, I like your shirt, stare at me, freaking tell me their whole life story when I'm just like trying to buy freaking a little Joyride candy, bro. And that person behind the counter is like just unloading their trauma, or like telling me why they have had a shitty morning or whatever it may be. Or it's a pleasant, and it's just like we're talking about whatever. You know what's one of the craziest things? Okay, I need your help, okay? Because I'm trying to figure out a conspiracy that I created inside of my head, bro. But I don't even have the words to really articulate it. Okay, so in your vicinity of where you live, right? Me specifically, where I buy some of my food, I try to buy all my meat from like a local butcher. I try to buy my vegetables either as fresh as possible from the grocery store close to me, or to the local farmers markets that are regular throughout the week in my relative area. But the grocery store that's close to my house, bro, are you guys, first and foremost, I have to preface this. Do you guys meal prep? Do you guys go grocery shopping once a week and buy for the whole week? Do you go grocery shopping twice a week and buy for 2 weeks, or once a month and buy for a whole month? Or are you like maybe me and Queen Trip, and we like sometimes potentially like go every single day? Well, maybe this is highly influenced because of the fact that I go every single day, but you know, you got your gas station people like this, you got grocery store people like this, but a store that or place that you regularly go, you don't like create like you create like this cool little fucking vibe, right? Because like they get to kind of know your face. You eventually, if it's a grocery store and you go in there regularly, you eventually get to see like everybody who works there, you know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of crazy to really think about. See, Porter, what's up? Porter, use the link that's pinned to the top of the Twitch chat. We're leaving Kick, bro. We're leaving Kick. We're leaving Kick. I mean, we're leaving Twitch. We're headed over to Kick. That's where all the homies are at from Twitch. So you don't have to leave. Actually, you could stay wherever. I feel bad even saying that's where all the homies at, but that's where a lot of people I've directed traffic to. Now, YouTube, I do still need 3,000 hours. I'm almost to 1,000 hours of watch time on YouTube, actually. But I need 3,000 hours within the next 365 days. So that will come along. I just have to continue to pump out the fucking content, bro. I just have to pump out the content, bro, and people who resonates will come. One of the reasons also, not only the fact that I started a Kick to get onto Kick, start streaming on Kick. Today's the second day I've been streaming on Kick in a row. Is not only do they treat the content creator better, but as long as you have consistent people that show up in the stream, they engage in the chat, that's really it. The algorithm that's built into Kick will acknowledge that this is an interactive chat and will feed it on their front homepage to people who watch stuff that is interactive, not and specifically the category like just chatting or whatever. Twitch doesn't do that at all. My Twitch following, bro, literally is all organic. I love all of you. I have like over 500 followers on Twitch. I love all of you. You don't ever even have to leave. You could stay on Twitch. You don't have to go anywhere. I just appreciate for you guys even showing up when I'm live, which I understand might be more exciting, and I even appreciate it more when you watch my videos afterwards, bro. This journey is all for you guys and me, bro, because we're collectively doing it, bro, together. We're collectively doing it together. But do you guys have grocery store people? Or do you got that one? Do you guys got like cool ass little fucking relationships or just like cordial friendships with like the gas station person you always go to the gas station at? Or maybe it's a smoke shop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a little smoke sheezy, or they call them head shops, I guess. Maybe it's a barber, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like, those are some of the most like neutral, but like, if you really think about it, they're just like uplifting interactions. Obviously, and if you're not like tripping out on them and yelling at them and shit, you know, like having like freaking breakdowns and shit. Tripping on them or tripping on you or whatever, you know what I mean? Because they mess it up. They're not going fast enough, or they're new and don't know what they're doing, so you get frustrated because you're in a hurry. Those type. I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking about when you go in and, you know, you go there all often and the people are just like cool and have conversations. Those things are cool, bro. I'm grateful for those interactions, bro. And I'm grateful for you. I encourage you. We haven't done this yet in the stream today. I'm trying to do it every single day in the stream. If you're here watching this now live or watching this later, can you please just comment something you're grateful for? It took me quite a while to say that I'm grateful for the little tiny interactions that are available to me when I go to the grocery store or the gas stations that I frequent on a regular. But yeah, what's something that you guys are grateful for? Hell yeah, good health. Health is wealth. You're right. You're right. You are right. Health is wealth, bro. It took me a long time to realize that health was wealth, bro. It took me quite a long time, bro. I'm still trying to even just figure out this thing called physical health. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. Maybe not everyone's going to resonate with me, but when I was in my addiction, bro, I'll have 8 years sober this coming November, bro. Did I ever even thought I could be 8 years sober? Like, what the fuck, bro? This is a blessing. Every day I'm alive is a blessing, bro. Because not only one was I like in and out of doing a ton of criminal activity, which could have ended me up in a cell for majority of my life, or the fact that I was a intravenous drug user that lived homeless and on the streets, and I made it out of there too, bro. At those times I wasn't able to be a father to my children, bro, and I climbed fucking out of the mud, bro. Every day's a blessing, bro. Every day's a great. I'm grateful for every day, and I'm just really grateful, to be honest, that every day I wake up and I look forward to come live streaming, because I'm just like coming and chilling with the homies. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know, I'm a fucking hermit, bro. I'm a hermit. I literally, can I explain my life in a nutshell, bro? And I love every second of it. I would never harm myself. I've worked so hard to get where I'm at spiritually, physically, and in actual life. Emotionally, I had to heal to be able to have a loving and thriving freaking monogamous relationship with my beautiful wife, bro. I just literally sit at home, bro, and create content, and be a dad and be a husband. And outside of that, every once in a while, my mom or someone that I have close to me, which are really just a handful of people, every once in a month or two or so, I'll see them, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's just straight dad mode, husband mode, team human mode. So I just want to say I appreciate you being here. Let's finish up this little video. We've got about 13 more minutes. Before we go any further, actually, let me just do this real fast. Besides coming over to Kick, helping the motherfucking following good on Kick to where they take care of their content creators. If y'all haven't yet, feel obliged to. Don't feel no obligation, but you want to directly contribute to what me and Queen Trip do over here at the Tripoverdrip house, bro, with all my trippy ass little kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can just go to tripoverdrip.shop, buy some merch. We got a whole plethora of merch. To be honest, right now, if I'm being 100% honest with you, bro, one of the trippiest things I've had to experience recently is my middle son. Now my older son wants to do it as well, but my middle son decided to shave his head short enough and then bleach it because he wanted to look like Slim Shady, bro. There's no freaking manual, bro. There's no manual, bro. I'm telling you, there's no manual to being a parent, bro. I didn't know. Dang, this dude's only 11 years old, bro. Eminem's really been out of the game your whole entire life, bro. And now you're fucking like, chicka Slim Shady. You know what I mean? Shout out Cletus. I love you, boy. He'll tell people, he'll be like, you know who D12 is? Oh, can I show you a picture? Pretty sure I had a picture. Have a picture. I took a picture. Pretty sure. Oh yeah. There he is. Oh Cletus. Trying to look like Slim Shizzle. Slim Shady. Chicka what? Hey, hey. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think he might be a clone too. Jupiter. See, dude, I got to bring you in again, bro. We might not even finish this Mind Unveiled. Probably just going to chit chat for a few more minutes and then do some breath work. You guys down for some breath work, bro? Sometimes we just talk about the wildest shit. Also, maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I want to, at a quantum level, entangle our particles so that we are energetically team human, not just individually or collectively, but energetically team human. And we like sometimes to do some breath work or like guided meditation stuff live on stream together, because I feel like it just helps raise the collective. Sometimes we do it just because it's the vibe. Sometimes we do it because over here on my channel, bro, sometimes the shit gets super heavy, bro. Like when we were diving into the allegations of child trafficking with Bohemian Grove, or we're talking about freaking Pizzagate, or getting into this Epstein stuff, sometimes energetically it just gets really gross, and it gets hard to just like allow myself, for one, to walk away from this just carrying that energy all day, and allow the people who just trudge through the fucking mud with me. I don't want to leave you guys to leave the stream fucking with that energy either. So today's just one of those vibes. I don't feel like necessarily today was super dark and deep. We did, you know what I'm saying? We kind of already knew, you know what I'm saying, what was freaking happening with the Kirk stuff, bro. You can believe what you want. You choose what you want. I don't know why I can't tell you what to believe, homie. Just doesn't add up. You know, I did come to this conclusion that in the Charlie Kirk stuff, the prosecutor, the state that's trying to charge Tyler Robinson with the murder of Charlie Kirk, I haven't seen it all, so I don't have a full context because I haven't had long enough to look at what's circulating and the stuff that's being said. But it just seems that there was a lot of evidence that they had that they never even showed the public. So before we even go any further about all that, yeah, unless you guys ready to do some breath work. Probably a duck. That's just who I needed to talk to. I spoke with Becky as well. Y'all two are both in New Zealand. Friday, I will be able to send out your merch all the way to New Zealand, bro. Sorry it's taken me a while to get it out. Probably a duck. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. But we up in Kick. Let me drop that link again, or if you can find it, I could go up here and just go like this. You got to come over to Kick. We're transitioning to Kick. You can choose if you want. I pinned it to the top of the chat. I did it on Facebook as well. It's already pinned on top of YouTube. Hell yeah, we're international. Prestige worldwide. Okay, you guys ready to do a move stuck energy breath work? Well, let's see. That one's like 25 minutes. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I got one right here, bro.
All right. Well.
Alrighty. Here we are. Breath work. It's magical. I encourage you, if you can, to get in a sitting position or lay down. If you can't, it's okay, bro. It's okay. All right. Let me wait. We're going to wait, actually. I want probably a duck to be able to do this breathwork exercise. He's downloading Kick so he could come over and hang out with us on Kick, bro. I appreciate you, probably a duck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like the gauges, bro? You like the little freaking gauges? They got the flowers, bro. I don't wear these very often because they're plastic. Majority of the gauges I wear are silicone, which still isn't good, but they're the ones that keep my ears to stretch the best. Because if you don't put gauges in every so often, they start to shrink, bro. We're going to do a little download. I'm just going to give time for old Probably a Duck to get over on YouTube. I mean, over on Kick. Wherever you guys are at, can we just possibly just spam the shit out of the chat with your favorite emotes? We're having barilla tacos tonight, bro. What are you guys having tonight for din din? What are you guys having tonight for din din? You guys like a little din din, you know? I love old din din. Yeah, we're having barilla tacos. I have a freaking beef roast in the slow cooker with these bria bombs that we bought from like this little tiny company that was at the farmer's market a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? You just got to put the roast in there, get the little bria bomb. They're even like heart shaped. I'll drop a link in the Discord, bro. Whoa. Let me just make sure. Is everybody even up in the Discord? If you're not in the Discord, bro, this is another link. I'm so sorry. There's so many, bro. There's so many, but this is where our group chat is, bro. Come join the Tripoverdrip group chat. I just dropped the link in all the chats. Tripoverdrip group chat, bro. It's for the Team Human, bro. We're up in here, bro. I'll drop it in every one. Just come join the Discord. I gave you the Kick link. I gave you the Kick link, bro. I gave you the Tripoverdrip. Oh, look, they just joined. What's up, dude? What's up, Soul Taker 3000, dude? Let me show you. Let's see if are people joining. Am I glitching out, bro? I think I might be glitching. What's up? What's up? See that right there? We got someone just joined. Soul Taker 3000. What's up? Let's go, Jupiter Mission. I appreciate you joining, bro. Thank you for joining the Discord, bro. I appreciate you. We got a whole bunch of chats in the Discord, bro, if I'm being 100 with you. We got freaking a Do You Want the Red Pill chat, all conspiracies and just crazy rabbit holes. We've got one for music. We've got one for memes. We've got one for show me your recipes because we like good food, whole food that's good for you. We want to see your house plants. We want to see your art. We have one that says promote your socials, bro. If you're a social content creator, you know what I'm saying? You have a small business. Come on, man. We're a team, bro. What other content creator is saying, hey, come join my Discord and promote your business, promote your social? We do have moderators up in here. So if you do spam the freaking, if anyone comes up in here and we see like crypto scams, etc., you know, we'll delete the stuff. If you really like make art and you like want to try and sell it, or, you know, Brittany, who's going to start making cakes, there's the people who make content. You could just come up in here, promote your socials. We've got one where we want to see your art, bro. What's up? We love art and creativity. Ooh, we got cannabis. We've got the Gateway, which is about consciousness. We've got house plants. We want to see your freaking house plants, bro. Real house plants, not just weed. Even though we do just love weed. We got one of you're out in nature, bro. We want to see it, bro. We got one of Earth's creatures. You like animals? We all should love animals, bro. We got a support group. If you want a support group, bro. We got the Oracle, bro. Dude, can we just give a shout out to John the Arbiter, bro? Check these fucking things out, bro. Team Human, bro. These are sick. Look, that's me and Queen Trip, bro. Hell yeah. Team Human. Look at that. That's sick as hell. The alien with dreads, homie. Look, there's Lawrence, bro. Sick, bro. Sick. We love you, John. We got one about crystals, bro. Because crystals are like the Earth's minerals, right? They're magical, I think. I think they have very magical, energetic properties. We've got a one where if you want to connect with me, dude, can I be honest with you guys? You know what's so crazy? There's two individuals. I'll let them say it if they want to up in the Discord, bro. But they both came up on a Tripoverdrip stream. They met up on a Tripoverdrip stream or up in the Discord. They started chatting and talking, bro. And they fucking got together as a couple, bro. And the girl in this situation flew all the way to the boy. The boy paid for her flight. Dude, Team Human, bro, is like fucking making love, bro. Like creating love energy, bro. Because they like fell for each other, dude. Oh, it's our first one. It's pretty fire, bro. I'm just being honest with you. It feels pretty dope. I don't know really how to like explain it, how it feels, but it just feels cool that hope these guys find love. I hope these guys never have to ever look for love anywhere else in that sort of capacity with a significant other. That would be magical and awesome, to be 100% honest with you, that they individually came onto a Tripoverdrip stream, got up in the Discord, started chatting, and then fell for each other. And like they move in with each other. They actually sent me pictures of the first time they went fishing together, bro. It's so fucking awesome, dude. It's awesome, bro. I don't even know how to explain it, if I'm being 100% honest with you. It's just awesome, dude. We've got a wellness chat. What they don't want you to know about wellness. But let's get into this breath work, bro. Let's get into this breath work. Let's get into this breath work. Let's get into this breath work. 'Cause breath work is magical.
All right. Welcome, all you beautiful breathing people, to another guided breathwork journey. In today's session, we'll be doing 5 rounds of energizing breathwork, followed by breath retention starting at 30 seconds, with the last 3 rounds being 40 seconds. The breathing will be in through the nose, out through the mouth at 2 different paces, and it'll look and sound something like this. Start the breath in the lower belly, move it up to the heart, and let it out, and then double speed. Beautiful. So sit or lie down, whatever is more comfortable for you. Put a smile on your face, and let's get ready for today's journey.
Let's go!
We'll begin with round number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Fill up the belly, move it up to the heart, and let it out. Bring in this energy, bring in this prana. And we'll move on to double speed in 3, 2, 1. Relax for this 30-second breath retention. Stay focused on the present moment and just become aware of what you feel. take that big breath in 3, 2, 1, all the way in and hold. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze your abdominals, tuck your chin as you send this energy up and create an energy lock. And we'll let it out in 3, 2, 1, let it out. Beautiful work. Gentle smile as we move on to round number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Session is focused on powerful inhales. Stay present with each breath. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, fully in and hold. We'll let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. And relax. 30 seconds. All right, we'll take that big, beautiful breath in 3, 2, 1, fully in and hold. Squeeze everything tight. Send this energy up. We'll let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Yeah. Beautiful work, everyone. Round number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Speed in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, big, powerful inhales. We're almost there. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, fully in. Big breath in and hold. Let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. And relax fully for this 40-second breath retention. The more that we practice becoming aware of this present moment, the more that we can improve our concentration and focus. We'll take that big breath in 3, 2, 1. Fully in and hold. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze your abdominals, tuck your chin as we create a lock, holding in this beautiful energy that we're all cultivating. And we'll let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. A little smile to the face as we go into round number 4.
It's insane.
In 3, 2, 1. All right, double speed. Beautiful work. everything tight. Beautiful work. We'll let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. And fully relax for this 40-second breath retention. Take that big breath in 3, 2, 1. All the way in and hold. Squeeze everything tight. Tuck your chin. Send this beautiful energy up your spine. And enjoy the sensations. We'll let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. All right, 5th and final round in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Fill your entire being with each conscious breath. All right, double speed. Just become aware of your heartbeat or any other sensation that you're feeling. Remember, all of that is here and now. And this is how we're going to improve our focus and our concentration. Take our last final breath in 3, 2, 1. Fully in and hold. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze your abdominals, send this energy up and tuck your chin. Beautiful. We'll let it out in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Beautiful work, everyone. Just allow your breathing to return to its normal rhythm. Be proud of yourself for showing up today and cultivating this energy. Now it's up to you to decide what you are going to do with this energy. How can you positively impact yourself and the others around you?
Dang, bro. We just ended at 3:33. Dude, that was amazing. Holy shit, bro. If you're still here with me, bro, I'm feeling vibrations, bro. It's pretty insane. If I do say myself that you can do that with just the power of your breath. I don't know who's still up even in here anymore. I don't even know who's still just coming to it. Who's just coming back to reality. Back to life, back to reality. We love you, Team Human. I love you. If nobody has told you today, bro, I'm proud of you. I see you. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow.